MyCloud was down for 5 days. WD announced that it had suffered a network breach of some kind, and they had to shut down some systems in response. As of today, they're still down, leaving MyCloud users locked out of their own data for an entire work week.
So it's MyCloud has been down 4 or 5 days so far.
Western Digital has been extremely vague, but has stated that some data was stolen, raising fears that the company may have suffered a ransomware attack. There is currently no estimate as to when service will be restored. This is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about that investment that I made in the new NAS company. There's no proper solution to this yet. Whether it's Unraid, whether it's TrueNAS, there's a level of user knowledge expectation that I think is not reasonable for me to just take my brother-in-law and say, hey, take some computer, put this on it, and just copy all your stuff to it. Mm-hmm. It's not reasonable. On the other side, you've got products like this, where increasingly, by abstracting everything, even on the hardware side, away from the user, you are introducing attack vectors. Like, what the crap, right? And so the middle ground is supposed to be something like a Synology, but honestly, I find, A, the product itself kind of obtuse, and B, why am I paying like $700 for an Intel Atom?
Yeah.
With no proper expansion.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, right? It's the Apple model. Pay way too much for the hardware, and you know what? To their credit, the software is super cool, but it's not perfect. And what the heck? I could be running this on like a $40 crap box that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace, not this thing, and I could put 3 times as many hard drives in it.
I've been legitimately waiting to like upgrade my NAS solution for whenever this thing comes out, because I'm actually like pretty excited. I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I hope so. They're planning to do some kind of like pre-launch event, and we're trying to figure out sort of what that looks like, because we don't really support like Kickstarter, Indiegogo type stuff. But the flip side of it is that these aren't just strangers to me. Like, I know these guys.
Yeah.
I obviously believe strongly enough in it that I put in my own money.
Event. You mean like a fundraising?
So it'd be a fundraiser, like a pre-sale. What I suggested, and I don't know what the ultimate form will look like, is some kind of like lifetime subscription, like, but for real, forever, trust me, bro, you will always have whatever our highest tier.
Even if we version iterate, you will get the new version, because that's how people screw people.
I was joking with one of the guys there. I was like, you and I should make a show of like writing up the terms of the deal and then actually pricking our fingers and signing it in blood. Like because for real, it's not that hard a thing to do. Just don't f your most dedicated early supporters, right? Like how hard is that? So anyway. One of the things, but there's obviously some stuff to figure out, because one of the things that they want to build in is like cloud replication with encryption of select folders or whatever else. And they were looking at it going, okay, well, what if we include some base amount of cloud storage in perpetuity? I was like, that's madness. That doesn't make sense, especially because I'm looking at this product going, this is the simple enthusiast
If all
NAS
the scale
OS.
you need to do is allow them to download the update file,
Yeah.
then it's not that bad.
Well, there is some stuff. So they're going to have to do some reverse proxy stuff. There could be some traffic there for negotiating a connection for certain features. I think that's manageable, but just cloud storage forever. I think Google proved that that model is a great way to make headlines, but is not sustainable.
Yeah, there's some things you could do, in my opinion. I think you could have it be like a in perpetuity, very significantly reduced cost subscription, where it's like at cost basically, and like it'll have to be annually because you'd get so screwed over on the
kind of like the OG
fees.
Floatplane tier.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So if you commit now at a certain level, your subscription becomes very cheap.
But if you need any more than that basic amount, then you pay as much as anyone does, or something like that. But you'll always have Like,
Or yeah, the scaling could be package adders, so it's not
Yeah.
a new subscription.
yeah, so that at least
You have to have base, and then it's whatever else you want on top of it.
Okay.
And then so the whatever else on top of it is the same price for everybody, but your base subscription fee forever is cheaper or something.
realistically, one of the big features that I'm pushing with these guys is NAS to NAS
Yeah.
backups.
Well, that's huge in my opinion.
Like buddy backup.
Yeah.
And
Because
so
this would make me want to install NASs everywhere.
I don't want my stuff in the cloud.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that.
I want the cloud for me to be like your place, like my place, your place, my parents' place, and like somewhere else far away, and then that's it. And that other else
Exactly.
far away would be like someone that I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like in the gaming space. There is no reason that you probably don't already have friends and acquaintances.
Buddy up with whoever. You both have an encrypted drive. It's not like you can see their stuff. They can't see your stuff. There's no like, you're not trusting access.
Nope.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It's super cool.
Yeah.
So, from my point of view, a lot of the stuff that's really cool about this product and what I want to help kind of guide it towards is not that cloud backup anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if they build cool reverse proxy stuff that can handshake between those systems so you don't have to open ports, and there's a little bit of overhead there.
And
That,
that's
I think
huge
we can say,
because-
yes, you can have forever.
Because opening ports is like the most annoying thing.
But if it's just actual drives sitting in a data center that just has a monthly cost, I don't think that makes sense because everything that I am involved in, I like to preach sustainability. It might not have that exponential growth that the Silicon Valley model requires, but what it is still going to
Power.
exist
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Because it's sustainable instead of promising something that we can't keep up with, right?
What happens when their house is raided and your server data is available to the police/military?
Well, then the encryption on the drive that buddy who got raided doesn't even have the key for better be secure, for one thing. But okay, now they've got an encrypted drive. Cool,
They can hold it until they have quantum computers,
I guess.
and then they can find your gaming screenshots.
Yeah.
I don't know.
VWagon Jetta says the problem with a P2P storage is that when someone else's data is illegal and it's physically stored on my drive, am I legally liable for holding that data? You don't even know what it is. I mean,
This
I
is
don't.
not legal advice.
Yeah,
This
I
is not
don't
legal advice.
know the answer to that. But if you don't know what it is, I think it would be extraordinarily difficult to hold you liable for it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, not legal advice. That's something that should absolutely be explored, and I would recommend only backing up with people that you trust. However, strong doubt. I do doubt that you could end up on
Might
the
also
hook
be
for that.
different for your country or your state or
Yeah.
your province or your whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This is not legal advice.